Good morning, this is Sir Romel Magcalas, your subject teacher for Practical Research 2. Quarter 1, Module 2, Kinds of Quantitative Research and its Importance Across the Field, Part 2. Research Design. Research design refers to the overall strategy that you choose to integrate the different components of the study coherently and logically, thereby ensuring you will effectively address the research problem. Ang research design ay tumutukoy sa pangkalahatang estratehiya na pinili mo upang isama sa pag-aaral upang sa gayon ay matiyak na epektibo mong matutugunan ang hinahanap nating solusyon sa ating gagawing research. Dagdag dito, ang research design ay bumubuo ng blueprint ng ating mga datos na makakalap. Maaaring matukoy kung anong research design ang ating gagamitin depende sa problema nating hahanapan ng solusyon. Quantitative Research Design. The different types of quantitative research design are experimental research design and the non-experimental research design. Experimental research design adheres strictly to the procedures of the scientific method. Maigpit na sumusunod sa mga pamamaraan o proseso ng paggamit ng scientific method. It allows the researcher to control the situation. Pinapayagan itong kontrolin ng mananaliksik ang sitwasyon. It allows the researcher to answer the question, what causes something to occur? Pinapayagan itong sagutin ng mananaliksik ang tanong na, ano ang sanhi ng isang bagay na nangyari? It allows the researcher to identify the cause and effect relationship between variables and to distinguish the place of effects from the treatment effect. Pinapayagan itong kilalanin ng mananaliksik ang ugnayan ng sanhi at bunga sa pagitan ng mga variable. Support the ability to limit alternative explanation and to infer direct relationship in the study. Sinusuportahan ang kakayahang limitahan ang mga kahaliling paliwanag at makapaghiwatig ng direktang mga ugnayan sa pag-aaral ng ating hahanapang ng solusyon. Types of Experimental Research Design: True Experimental Design, Quasi-Experimental Design, Pre-Experimental Research Design. True Experimental Design controls for both time-related and group-related threats. There are two features marked True Experimental, two or more differently treated groups, and random assignment to these groups. These features requires the researcher to have control over the experimental treatment and the power to place subject in groups. It offers the highest internal validity of all the designs. Sa research design na ito, ay kadalasang may kinalaman sa pagtuklas ng mga pang-eksperimentong panggamot. Ilan sa mga halimbawa ng research ay ang mga the effect of virgin coconut oil to coronavirus, the effect of manihot esculenta or dakashaba in reducing blood sugar among those diagnosed with diabetes. Quasi-experimental design. The word quasi means partial, half, or pseudo. The researcher can collect more data either by scheduling more observations or finding more existing measures. The word quasi ay nangangahulugang bahagi, kalahati, o pseudo. Maaaring mangolekta ng mas maraming data ang mananaliksik either by scheduling more observations or finding more existing measures. Types of quasi-experimental design: non-equivalent control group design and interrupted time series design. Non-equivalent control group design refers to the chance failure of random assignment to equalize the conditions by converting a true experiment into this kind of design for purpose of analysis. Sa pagkakataon ang research design na true experiment ay mag-fail, maaari natin itong i-convert into non-equivalent control group design para muli natin itong mapag-aralan for analyzing the research. Interrupted time series design employs multiple measures before and after the experimental intervention. It differs from the single group pre-experiment that has only one pre-test and one post-test. Users of this design assumes that the time threats such as history or maturation appears as regular changes in the measures before the intervention. Sa uri ng research design na ito, ay maaaring pag-aralan ang isang bagay na nangyayari sa kasalukuyan at nangyari noong unang panahon. Ilan sa mga halimbawa nito ay ang mga research na the use of traditional versus cooperative learning groups on students' academic performance, the effect of localized module in mathematics to the students' computational skill. Pre-experimental research design. In pre-experimental research design, either a group or various dependent groups are observed for the effect of the application of an independent variable which is presumed to cause change. It is the simplest form of experimental research design and is treated with no control group. Apply with the experimental design with the least internal validity. Types of pre-experimental research design. One-shot case study research design, one group pre-test, post-test research design, and the static group comparison. Types of pre-experimental research design. Number 1, one-shot case study research design. In this type of experimental study, only one dependent group or variable is considered. One group pre-test, post-test research design. This research design combines both post-test and pre-test study by carrying out a test on a single group before the treatment is administered and after the treatment is administered. Last is the static group comparison. In a static group comparison, two or more groups are placed under observation where only one of the group is subjected to one treatment while the other one or the other group are held static. Sa one-shot case study research design, gumagamit ng isang post-test study lamang. Sa one group pre-test post-test research design naman, gumagamit ng combine both the post-test and pre-test study. At sa static group comparison naman, sa isang pag-aaral ng paghahambing ng static group 2, dalawa o higit pang mga pangkat ang inilalagay sa ilalim ng obserbasyon, kung saan ang isang grupo or pangkat lamang dito ang ilalagay sa pagbabago, at ang ibang grupo or pangkat ay mananatili sa kanilang estado. Non-experimental research design does not use treatment or intervention. Hindi gumagamit ng pagmamanipula o intervention. The researcher observes the phenomena as they occur naturally and no external variables are introduced. The variables are not deliberately manipulated nor is the setting controlled. Ang mga variable ay hindi sinasadyang manipulahin o hindi rin kontrolado ang setting. Researchers collect data without making changes or introducing treatments. Kinokolekta ng mga mananaliksik ang data nang hindi gumagawa o gumagamit ng mga pagbabago. Descriptive research is a non-experimental research design. This research design is concerned with describing the nature, characteristics, and components of the population or a phenomena. It designed to give answers to the questions of who, what, when, where, and how, which was linked with the research problem. Ang research design na ito ay naglalarawan ng kalikasan, mga katangian, at mga bahagi ng populasyon sa isang hindi pangkaraniwang bagay. Dinisenyo ito upang magbigay ng mga sagot sa mga katanungan na kung sino, ano, kailan, saan at paano maiugnay ang isang problema sa pananaliksik. It is considered descriptive if the researcher answer yes to the following question. Number 1. Is the research primarily describing the phenomenon? Pangunahin bang inilalarawan ng pananaliksik ang mga hindi pangkaraniwang bagay? Number 2. Were the researchers documenting the characteristic of the phenomenon? Ang mga mananaliksik ba ay nagdodokumento ng mga katangian ng mga hindi pangkaraniwang bagay? Ang ilan sa mga halimbawa ng descriptive research ay ang mga You want to know how many hours senior high school student is spent in social media. The number of malnourished students who failed in the achievement test. How healthy is the food served during recess in the public schools? Types of descriptive research: survey, correlational, ex post facto research design, comparative design, evaluative research, and the methodological. Survey: a research design used when the researcher intends to provide a quantitative or numeric description or trends, attitudes, or opinions of the population by studying sample of that population. Creswell, 2003. Isang disenyo ng pananaliksik na gumagamit kapag nilalayon ng mananaliksik na magbigay ng isang numerong paglalarawan ng mga uso, ugali o opinyon ng isang populasyon sa pamamagitan ng pag-aaral ng ilan sa mga taong kabilang sa isang populasyon. Ilan sa mga research na halimbawa nito ay ang mga sumusunod. Senior high school students survey on determining customers' satisfaction. The students' attitude towards or opinions regarding student services like the canteen, clinic, security, guidance and counseling service. Correlational. It is a systematic investigation of the nature of relationship or associations between and among variables without necessarily investigating causal reasons underlying them. Ito ay isang sistematikong pagsisiyasat sa likas na katangian ng mga ugnayan o asosasyon sa pagitan at kabilang sa mga variable nang hindi kinakailangang iniimbestigahan ang mga sanhi ng pinagbabatayan ng mga ito. Ilan sa research na halimbawa nito ay ang mga sumusunod. If the pre-board examination results can be used to predict performance in the licensure examination for teachers, then the higher the pre-board result, the higher most likely the score in the LET. Ex post facto research design. These are non-experimental design that use to investigate causal relationship. They examine whether one or more pre-existing condition could have caused subsequent differences in groups of subjects. Ito ay mga hindi pang eksperimentong disenyo na ginagamit upang siyasatin ang mga ugnayan ng sanhi. Sinusuri nila kung ang isa o higit pang mga kondisyon ay maaaring maging sanhi ng kasunod na pagbabago. Ilan sa mga research na halimbawa nito ay ang mga sumusunod. What is the effect of homeschooling to the academic performance of the students? Comparative design involves comparing and contrasting two or more samples of study subjects on one or more variables, often a single point of time. Specifically, this design is used to compare two distinct groups based on selected attributes such as knowledge level, perceptions, and attitudes, physical or psychological symptoms. Ang disenyo na ito ay ginagamit upang ihambing ang dalawang magkakaibang pangkat batay sa mga piling katangian tulad ng antas ng kaalaman, pananaw, at pag-uugali, physical o psychological na sintomas. Ilan sa mga research na halimbawa nito ay ang mga sumusunod. A comparative study on health problems among rural and urban locals of Palawan. Evaluative research seeks to assess or judge in some way providing information about something other than might be gleaned in mere observation or investigation of relationship. Naghahangad na suriin sa ilang paraan ng pagbibigay ng informasyon tungkol sa ibang bagay kaysa sa maaaring makuha sa simpleng pagmamasid o pagsisiyasat lamang ng relasyon. Ilan sa mga research na halimbawa nito ay ang mga sumusunod. Where the MPS of the student's grade in a subject is used to assess the effectiveness of teaching. Methodological. In this approach, the implementation of a variety of methodologies forms a critical part of achieving the goal of developing a scale-match approach where data from different disciplines can be integrated. Sa pamaraang ito, ang paggamit ng iba't ibang metodolohiya ay magiging dahilan sa pagbuo ng kritikal na mga bagay na dapat nating makuha sa pananaliksik kung saan ang data mula sa iba't ibang mga disiplina ay maaari nating isama dito.
That's all for today. Thank you for listening. This has been Sir O. Kita-kits ulit tayo next week.